Alright, so hello everyone, welcome to BayernNow, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. There are more updates. According to Bild, Thiago wants to leave Bayern and join Liverpool. Klopp has eternally agreed and approved the signing of Thiago, and Thiago and Liverpool already have an agreement. Fee is the only hurdle. The fee for Thiago is the only hurdle right now. Liverpool want to pay 25 million, while Bayern want around 40 million euros to be active again on the transfer market. I don't know what's going on with this Thiago story, because it's getting weirder and weirder. So yesterday, the realization was that, hey, Thiago is basically leaving Bayern, but Liverpool haven't had an offer or an agreement with him. But now it's Thiago and Liverpool have an agreement. Okay, so that's happening while no one else is looking at it. So Thiago and Liverpool, for sure, it's happening. Let's say this transfer happens. I actually want to ask everyone a question. Would you actually want Thiago to play for Bayern? No, I would not. Because he's sabotaging the club. This is what this is. If you think about it, what Karl-Heinz Rummenigge just said was that everything was agreed. Thiago, the terms, the contract length, the contract was finalized. But then last minute, Thiago said, I don't want to sign it. That's what happened. That's what happened. That was the situation. That's what happened. He said, I don't want to sign the contract. Now there are speculations that his wife wants to move back to Spain, which I think could be tangible, but not Barcelona, not Real Madrid, not Atletico Madrid, not Getafe. Who would he want to move to in Spain? No one really tangible. So the only club outside of Spain and outside of Germany and outside of Italy that makes sense is Liverpool, as they are the most, I guess, complete club and stable club outside of Bayern and a few other clubs right now. And Liverpool, we know, don't have as much money, so it's even more confusing to hear that Liverpool are the ones interested. And they have a midfield that pretty much no one can get in and out of. So we're getting more and more confusing point of views on this story. I do want to hear the players' side of the things. I want to hear what Thiago has to say for himself. I want to genuinely hear it. Bro, if all of this that they've been saying is correct, Bild, that's who I'm talking about. If everything they've been saying is correct, yo, Thiago ain't playing in this team anymore. No, terminate his contract. There's no way he's doing these things. There's no way last minute he said, I don't want to sign it. There is absolutely no way. That's sabotaging the club. That sabotages Bayern, and that puts Liverpool in pole position to sign you for a much cheaper price. Now, if Thiago and Bayern had broken up, like were on a break, girlfriend and boyfriend, didn't like each other, ex-girlfriend, F my ex, if that was the situation, then it makes sense to me. Then I'd be like, oh yeah, it's just him trying to get out. But that was none of that. Bayern and Thiago were fine. Thiago likes the club. He talks and talks constantly about how he can see himself retiring at Bayern. But all of a sudden, bang, one day, that's all it took to basically just make him not sign a new contract when he was supposed to sign it, after he demanded everything from the club and they gave him everything. Bayern even wanted to sign him only up for another 3 years. But he said, I want 4 years. And we gave him 4 years. We gave him a contract that worked for both him because he agreed to it. But then he said, I don't want to sign it. That's what Karl-Heinz Rummenigge just said. If that's true, if that's actually what Thiago has done, bro, I don't care who you are. I don't care the fact that you're one of my favorite players in the world and I have your number in my freaking jerseys that I have. I don't give a crap. I'm terminating your contract. That's what we need to do. I'm not, seriously. It is so disrespectful. And some people might say, well, we did the same thing to City. Well, no, Man City and Sané had already pretty much broken up. Sané didn't like Man City. Bayern came in, got permission from City to talk to the player, and we talked about him maybe too much and too publicly, but it's not the same thing. This time, it's a player not broken up with a club, a player that's with a relationship with Bayern and has cheated on us. He's cheated on me, all right? In real life, if you cheat on your freaking girlfriend, she wants to kill herself. How is this not the same type of situation? Nah, seriously. Like, he's cheating on us, man. He's cheating on us. He's already a Liverpool player or wherever he's going to go. Don't understand it. I hope if he goes to Liverpool, he can smile because, cool, good for you. But this is the same club that has pretty much done everything for you. Bayern got him from Barcelona in 2013. amazing signing. Pep Guardiola was coming in with Thiago. He said Thiago or nothing. A few seasons later, he got a big injury, pretty much out for the entire season. Bayern took care of this boy, man. We took care of him. We gave him all the contracts. 2017, he renewed to 2021, 4-year contract. And we took care of Thiago. And now all of a sudden, he wants to leave. He wants to move. He doesn't appreciate the club and everything the club has done for him. It's not about him wanting to move. I don't care. He can move. A player can leave Bayern. It's about the manner of which they're leaving. It's about what's leading up to it. I don't like the fact that my man set up a contract with the club and now he ain't signing it. This is what I don't like about players. This is the attitude I don't like. It's this little thing. Why the hell are you doing this? Why did you have Bayern negotiate with you to the last minute and then all of a sudden you're moving? Now, if this is all false, then I apologize to Thiago. But if this is all true, I don't take anything I say back. That's a horrible thing to do. It's just absolutely disgusting. This is the same way as cheating on your freaking partner, your wife or your husband. This is the exact same thing. So he's cheating on us and we're getting a little bit salty. But I want everyone to keep a positive mind. Because now at least we have less player on our Champions League squad. Nah, seriously. If Thiago is doing what he's doing, I don't want to see him in a Bayern shirt ever again. I don't want to see him anywhere close to Bayern. I don't even want to see him in the stadium. If he's there for the national team games, I don't even want to look at him. I don't want anything to do with Thiago if this is over. I will be pouty, but I'll still probably watch every Liverpool game just to watch Thiago. Because he's one of my favorite players. But seriously, I don't want to see him anywhere near this club. You can call me, he's stupid. He doesn't appreciate Bayern play. No. This isn't a Bastian Schweinsteiger where he was at the end of his career. He wanted to try something different, so he went to Man United, which he had already said any club that he'd leave Bayern for would be United. But this is different with Thiago. With Thiago, it's like, oh, let me renew my contract with Bayern. Let's sign up the contract. All right, I agree. Yes. All right. Set a date, I'll come sign it and we'll take pictures and post them on the Instagram and on the Facebook and on the Twitter. But last day, nope, I don't want to sign it. Something different came into my head. And he didn't even give a reason to the club. So now, in the middle of a pandemic, the club now has to figure out how are we going to cope without Thiago. Not that we're saying we're entitled to Thiago, but now the club has to figure out how are we going to survive without Thiago. How are we going to bring in reinforcements? Now Bayern have to find a way to sell him for a fee that's higher than the pandemic would suggest because all the market values of every single player went down by 25%. I don't want to see him in a Bayern shirt ever again if this is true. If he's leaving us under the circumstances that are being set precedent, then I don't want to see him play for this club. I'm sorry. If you hate me, if you disagree with that, it's fine. But I don't want to see him play for us because it'll only remind me of the fact that this is one player that doesn't necessarily strike me as someone who hates the club, but there has to be something in there. There's no hate between Thiago and the club, so how is he going to sabotage the club like this? No. This ain't like just a job. This is a job you've been at for 8 years. This is a relationship you've been in for 8 years. And you're going to sabotage it because you want to move to the Liverpool team. That's cool. That's fine with me. But it's the manner of which you're doing it and the timing. It's terrible timing. If Thiago, maybe April, had signaled that he wanted to leave and the club didn't get into these contract negotiations and forced him away and agree everything. If he wanted to leave before April, I would have been like, okay, cool. Now I know what your mind is. But it's literally the last minute before he signs the contract, he's like, I don't want to sign it. That's where I'm at. That's my problem. That's my issue. It's not even about him wanting to move. Go have your move. Go to Liverpool if you want to. Go to Man United. It's just the timing. We're in a pandemic, my guy. If you haven't noticed, we're in the middle of a pandemic. The world has changed. So how are you just going to ruin the club? Almost ruin. Because now the club has to figure out a replacement in the pandemic. Not saying we're entitled to you, but once again, it's not like we hate you or... This is a very healthy relationship. You help us, we help you. This relationship has seen Bayern take care of Thiago whenever he got injured. We've taken care of him. And now we're not getting the rewards of our reaping. I don't know. But all of this could all just be stupid, false and I would look dumb right now, but it's only if all of this is true. That's how I am, man. Only if all of this is true, all the things I've said about Thiago apply. I don't want to see him in a Bayern shirt if he's acting like this. Come on, man. If you're going to be a parent, do you want your kids to really be holding your last name, going and embarrassing themselves out in the world? No, you don't. Not saying Thiago is a Bayern kid, but he's a representative of what Bayern is. And if he's going like that, oh, no. And then the thing is, there's going to be Bayern fans that will go harder at Thiago. But the same thing could have been said to Thomas Müller. Müller didn't necessarily do a similar thing to Thiago. But people will always have the double standards. So I would have this exact same opinion if it was Manuel Neuer. I said it. When Manuel Neuer apparently was demanding like a wage increase to like 20-something million a year, I got a little bit angry and annoyed, and I said I'd be open to selling him if he was demanding all these high wages for a guy that was 34. And people were like, well, why are you saying that's the way I am. I don't have any sentimentalism towards any player. I like Thiago. He's one of my favorite players in the world. He's my favorite player in the world right now. He's my favorite player in the squad right now. Every time Thiago does something, I overhype it. I love Thiago. But I don't love Thiago more than I like this club, and I love this club. I don't like him more than I love this club. That's what I meant to say. That's just not me, okay? I can't bring myself to be supporting a player that doesn't like my club. I don't like that. I can't appreciate that. That's where I am right now. Even Ian Robin. Robin's the reason I support Bayern, and I said it. I said he should have left 2 years before he did. Him and Ribéry. It's just how it should be. We should all be objective and logical. And the logical thing for me right now, also tinted and stinted with a little bit of emotion, is that I don't want to see Thiago in a Bayern shirt if he's doing what he's doing. But thank you everyone so much for watching this. It's been a great day. I hope everyone remains positive. Don't let this Thiago news hurt your feelings towards the player or the club or anything that has to do with Bayern. But thank you everyone so much for watching this. Mia san mia and peace.